For the first time since last year's NXT Stand and Deliver, I'm yours. The NXT crew are traveling out of the state of Florida, and this time they're going onwards and upwards to the state of North Kakalaki, aka North Carolina, where this Saturday they're going to be pounding and pulsating deep inside of Charlotte, just like Andrade. Wait, Andrade? El Oli Oli Yo? Wait, he's in All Elite. This is about NXT and not Andrade, El Oli Oli Yo. Let's get to the predictions video. I'm John Recton with my NXT Vengeance Day 2023 predictions. Let me know your predictions in the comments, please. That was a very, very, very terrible attempt at a musical intro. I love doing those because it's just fun to make fun of some songs, even songs I really, really like. That song is really filthy if you actually listen to it, but nevertheless, enough about songs like that. Let's talk about Vengeance Day. The fact that, well, they want to try and do well in the Spectrum Center. I hope that they sell a significant amount of tickets, but considering the Stand and Deliver had, 4,000 people in a building that held significantly more than that and was run on the same day as WrestleMania, not exactly the smartest thing. They should have run it, I don't know, maybe a week before. Nevertheless, they're not running opposite of anything else, except if you want to maybe be over in Japan to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling's New Beginning in Sapporo event, and then the one the following day. So unless you learn how to teleport, you're going to have to pick one or the other. 5 championship matches, 1 2 out of 3 falls match, and here we go. Katana and Kaden versus Kiana and Fallon. KKK, that's not good. NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match, and the whole idea is Kiana James and Fallon. Can they get it along before they get it on? In the ring and nowhere else. Moving on from that, because I just definitely angered quite a few people, I'm going to say that Kiana and Fallon Henley are going to win. Why are they going to win? I don't know. They like the unlikely tag team coming together right now over me. But honestly, I think that Katana and Kaden don't need the tag titles anymore. I think they're going to be called up, and this would be a way to at least give a short run for Kiana and Fallon, and then we get to see if they can continue to get along. And obviously the whole thing that was teased on NXT with Kiana possibly having somebody else besides Brooks Jensen. It's obviously going to be some kind of family member she said I love you to, like maybe a cousin that she is really close to, or her brother, and there you go. Maybe they could have a long run, but they will probably win here and then lose at Stand and Deliver. So there you go. Now we get a 2 out of 3 falls match. Apollo Crews versus Carmelo Hayes, with Tricky Tiki Williams no doubt in the corner. Carmelo's going to win, but I think this might end up being one of the best matches of the night. Could end up being one of the best matches in WWE of the year, because these two are highly athletic and very apt in the ring, and they had a really good TV match before. So I wouldn't be upset if Apollo won. I just think that he's going to be more of the type to be kind of floating around in the upper mid-card, winning some and putting over the proper people. Even though Apollo still, I think, has years left with how long he's been in the company. I mean, you think about it, he's been in the company for, 8 goddamn years? Carmelo could end up losing and could end up being called up at some point. I mean, him and Trick are not long for NXT. But I think Carmelo is going to take this one. New Day versus Gallus versus Pretty Deadly Glory versus Chase University. I was a little bit worried that Kofi was going to be hurt after that, flummox at the Rumble. Thankfully, he seems all right. I think New Day are going to win this. I don't really say that with a great deal of confidence because, in all honesty, no offense against any of these people, I don't necessarily care about this match. It'll probably be a lot of moves and probably a lot of, messiness. But I think New Day are going to retain. They'll probably end up pinning, one member of Chase University or something like that. I watched them give the titles of Chase University just out of the goddamn blue. But I think New Day have a little more life left in them as tag team champions. Unless they have something big planned for them at WrestleMania, you might as well just keep titles on them and have them do what they can with their name value for NXT. Wesley taking on Dijak for the North American Championship. Wesley wins. I don't really care about this match. No offense to anybody involved, but it is what it is. Roxanne and JC Jane and Gigi Dolan are going to be in a 3-way. Oh my. 3-way NXT Women's Championship match. Look, I'd be all for JC Jane or Gigi winning. JC Jane specifically, since I think as far as single potential, she has the most breakout, up the most breakout potential of the two. But I think Roxanne's going to end up winning because I think we're going to get the miscommunication between JC and Gigi that'll eventually lead them to try and get another tag title shot, lose, and then be called up right after Mania, because we need tag teams and we need people that actually feel fresh, which didn't sound nearly as bad in my head before I said it. But I think Roxanne is going to win. I would pop for JC winning, but I think Roxanne is going to retain. And then Steiner versus Waller for the North American Champion, or the NXT Championship, that is. Yes, he stole it from Wesley and decided to defend it. No, he took the NXT Championship. Waller actually made his own, and basically I'm going to find a way to dig myself out of this goddamn thing. It's for the NXT Championship in a steel cage, and after all the stuff that they've done with Waller to try and make you hate him and want to see Steiner destroy him, Steiner's going to destroy him. And he should destroy him. Waller is insufferably good in the ring, but he has no business being the NXT champion. And it's a nice little story to get Steiner to stand and deliver, where he's going to lose the title and then be called up right after. They got to call him up after Mania 39. They got to. I mean, I'm not saying that the guy's ever going to be the absolute best, but he's the closest to a sure thing they have, as long as they don't screw him up. And as long as they just give him some time. But he needs to be called up to the main roster. He's done everything he can in NXT. Have him lose the stand, deliver, have him call, have him retain here, lose the stand, deliver, and there you go. That's really all I have to say about NXT Vengeance Day. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ricklin. I'll see you soon.